So let me just finish up and wrap this up. I was saying it's not always the man who is causing the trouble, it can also be the women. But what I was trying to say is some of the things that people go through, the only thing that makes sense is that God was involved in it. That's the only way you can explain how people have been able to make it out of some of those situations. Because if it is you're being asked, you're like, there's no way you could stay in a marriage like that. And that's why I was saying, number one, it's a strategy. Inviting God into your marriage is a strategy for it to thrive if you have not entered into the marriage. Number two, inviting God into your marriage is a strategy for it to be revived if it's on the verge of death. Number three, inviting God into your marriage is the only way that it can survive. Thrive, revive, survive is the only way it can survive some of the things that are coming, especially in this day and age. Like, it's the only way. It's the only way. Because some of the things that people go through are so tough. Like, we're not even going to talk about like financial things and like diseases, like hard times, like proper hard times, or people, like you hear people have not had children for like, they got married early but they have not had a baby for like 10, 13 years, and you're like, Jesus. And some people are even tempted. Like, there was a movie I was watching. I'm so tempted to tell you to go and watch it, but I won't. This couple, they were a godly couple. It's a Niger movie. I'll only say that. It's a Niger movie. It's so nice. I like it. I don't even remember the name, but it was so good. I really enjoyed it. But it's a couple who they were raised, they were childhood friends, and then they link up when they're older. They start dating, whatever. God blesses them. They have everything and they even get married, but they don't have children. And they get to a place where they are trying artificial insemination. Is it called artificial insemination? Yeah. And IVF. I think those are two different. They are trying other ways to have children, but it's not assisted reproductive means. Assisted reproductive means they are trying other ways, but it's not working. It's not working. And it got to a point where this woman was even losing faith, and the husband was like, now it looks like this thing has become so big, it's going to affect their relationship now. And she was willing to even leave him, but he was, yani, have you ever seen men who love women like me? That movie, I just loved it. I just loved it so much. So the woman was losing faith. She was on the verge of divorcing him, but somehow through godly intervention, she meets this lady who tells her to keep fighting. And then she goes back and looks for her husband, and they meet at the place where they say they love each other. And then they decide to give it another shot, despite the fact that they might never have children. And then they go home, and when they're not even trying, boom, triplets come. When they're not even trying, like, some of the things that people face in marriage are so heavy, and you may think, having children is not a big deal. It can be a big deal. And the man was not willing, like, because he was being chochoed, he was being incited by his friend to go out there and just have a baby by some other woman, like the way Abraham did. But he could not be unfaithful to his wife. So, like, I'm just trying to say, like, to survive some of the things that you might be faced with, Like, I'll just implore you, just invite God. And this, I keep saying this, even if you've done a customary wedding, a traditional wedding, and you don't have that certificate, so you have the opportunity to lock it down under Christian marriages, please just go and do that. Just go and do that. Just go and do that. First of all, you're saving yourself from one day your husband or your wife, one day your husband standing up and going and marrying some other person in church. Na wewe unaachwa mataa. Number two, the spiritual implications of you taking your union to God. Oh my God, the fruit is there. The fruit is there. The Holy Spirit is so gentle. That is who we have here, in this world. He's so gentle. He's not willing to intrude and force himself in a place or in a thing. You have to invite him. So, please, take yourself to the altar. Take yourself to the altar. Submit your marriage to God. And you're going to come back here and tell me if it worked or if it helped you in some way. If you don't take the spiritual guidance and wise counsel from a fellow Christian sister, please just take it as legal advice. Don't get married and it is not legalized. Like, what kind of a marriage is that? You find people here crying, trying. Because I remember, let me just add this. I remember there was a lady, she was older, and she was coming here trying to tell us, because it's a case I handled some years back. She was trying to insist and show us, like, there was a token given, but there's no evidence. Like, even the traditional wedding was not even proper. Maybe it was even like an introduction or something, but it was not like the ratio. Like, there was no actual, like, because you have to prove that dowry, a token was given to your parents. There was none of that. And now, when people are divorcing, when people are divorcing, there are so many things that are involved. After divorce, there is the custody. And after custody and maintenance, how are you going to maintain the children? There is the division of matrimonial property. So this lady was trying to tell us, and you cannot do the division of matrimonial property going your separate ways before you do the divorce. But how can you prove that you were married in the first place? So this lady was, going to very tough lengths to just try to prove that she was married to this guy. She has lived with him for 30 years. They have grown-up kids. And she's almost 60, and they are coming here to divorce, but she cannot even prove that she was married in the first place. Guy, and it's just tough. Guys, it's real out here. If you don't have a paper, please go and get the paper. Kweni, how much will it cost you? It's not even that expensive. Just go to the AG, get your marriage certificate, especially for those people who have done customary marriages. If it's customary and you have agreed and you want to be married under customary, it's fine. So that even if he brings several other wives, 7 of you, 9 of you, you are the one who submitted to that, it is fine. But get a certificate at the end of the day. I feel like this video is everywhere. But if you're not going to take the spiritual route of just inviting God into it and going to get married in church, and you don't even have to do a big white wedding. You can just go to a priest or go to your pastor, somebody who is licensed to do it, and they will do it. And then you go and eat afterwards, or you don't even need to eat. You get that license, get that marriage certificate. It's so important, guys. It's so important. And get your marriage recognized under heaven. Invite God. Because the verse that I was reading for you in Malachi, it's men who are praying and feeling their tears at the altar, I think, but God did not hear them. Why? because they have dealt treacherously with their wives. And because God was a witness, God is not biased. He's not biased. So he's not going to pick and choose between this one and this one and who is going to support. No. So yeah, he's a just God. And if he was a witness and you're not living according to the vows that you made, yeah, you cannot come backdoor at you're trying to convince him, oh, please do this for me, oh, please help me here. And yet you're dealing like that with your wife. So, like, invite God into your marriage. I feel like I keep repeating that. Invite God into your marriage. Rededicate your marriage to God. If you need to do a vow renewals, just do it. If you need to invite God into your marriage, manze. It's a covenant and it's so important. And if you want to survive in this day and age, you need him in it. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm so glad that you got this far into the video. I don't even know what this is going to look like, but thank you for watching. Share it with somebody who needs to hear it and invite God into your marriage. If you're planning to get married, invite God into your marriage. A marriage is not a wedding. You can do the ceremony and plan the wedding at some other time, but invite God into your marriage. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you stay blessed. You're already blessed. Stay blessed.